Hello, I'm Brainerd Carey, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about reaching out to people and the importance of using regular mail, snail mail. The idea of this video is to tell you a little bit about how to reach perhaps collectors that you're trying to write to, patrons, gallery owners, critics, other people that you may want to be sure they're reading your emails. As we all know, people get a lot of emails every day. What they don't get is regular mail, snail mail. Now, if you're writing to somebody like a critic or a writer or a gallery or, again, a patron, a beautiful letter is a nice way to do it. One letter that I recently got is this one, a letter from an artist. And by the way, if you send me a letter, I'll also talk about how you write letters and put letters together. This is a letter that came to me, and you can see he kind of drew on the envelope a house, hand drew a little ladder that looks like it's going up into a cloud. Has kind of a dreamy feeling to it. Then on the inside, he has an image of wood. It's actually woodcut, hand printed, and then he hand wrote me a letter. You know, this goes very far. This is rare to see, right? When was the last time you got a handwritten letter and there's actually a linoleum, or I think this is a woodcut on the front. Looks like a woodcut. And you know, these are very important ways of reaching out to people. So in this day and age where email is how everyone communicates, to get a letter is very special. It's not what we're used to. It stands out. Now, a postcard doesn't have that same effect. It does still stand out. We don't get a lot of postcards these days, but just a postcard with your show on it or a brochure is not the same as an envelope with some handwriting on it. When I write to patrons, and this is one way that I support my activities and my art, is I write direct letters to patrons. And they're personal and they're handwritten. And like the letter I showed you, I get a beautiful envelope. I find a nice piece of paper. I go to the store and buy a beautiful piece of paper, sometimes handmade. And I write out a letter on there. Maybe I'll even perfume it. I do different things because it's a very sensual experience to open up a letter. And it's so different than everything we're used to getting in the mail today that I think it's a great way to reach people and to use mail. So the simple suggestion for today is when reaching out to collectors, writers, patrons, and I've made other videos about patrons of the arts. If you're looking to get one, the way you can find them is by looking at your local museum and looking at who supports them, the board of trustees, the board of directors. These are all potential patrons, people who have a lot of money that are interested in the arts. How do you reach them? You can call them directly by looking up their phone number in white pages, anywhere on the internet. You'll usually find their foundation. You'll reach a secretary and you can say, I'm an artist. I'd like to send them a letter. Is that okay? Can I send a letter in? Usually they say yes, that is okay. If they say no, there's nothing really lost there, but say I'd like to send a letter to your foundation just introducing myself as an artist. Why not? Then write a nice letter, and in the letter make it clear that you know who it is that you're writing to. If their foundation is supporting the arts or supporting social activities, mention that. Make it beautiful. It's a kind of thing you'll get a response to. And now that we're so much involved in email, it stands out from everything else and is really a wonderful way to reach your audience, to have your mail opened. I wish you the best with your career. If you're ever interested in talking to me about personal mentoring, you can use the link that's in this YouTube video. Thank you, and I wish you the best with your career.